Never seen an escape like this before. Pete first drew a black line on the floor at a 45-degree angle to the ventilation shaft. He then brought over 2 bottles of methane gas and placed them above the black line. Covering the bottles with a torn rag, Pete swapped clothes with the knocked-out guard. He then approached the window, pretending to be a guard being held captive by the prisoner. The sniper outside saw his chance and fired immediately. The bullet pierced the guard and ruptured the gas pipe. Seeing his objective achieved, Pete seized the moment to leap down the steps, narrowly avoiding the violent explosion above. Firefighters rushed in to rescue the prisoners, but mistakenly took Pete for a guard, loading him into an ambulance. En route, he hijacked the ambulance and escaped. Pete successfully escaped prison. It turned out he was a retired elite Special Forces soldier. His wife was fair-skinned and beautiful. His daughter well-behaved and sensible. Their life had been happy and fulfilling until he accidentally killed a thug who had harassed his wife. Pete was sentenced to 12 years in prison. With his life seemingly hopeless, CIA agent Lisa approached him with a proposal. Infiltrate the city's largest crime syndicate as an undercover agent, gather evidence to arrest the boss, and secure his acquittal upon mission completion. Desperate to reunite with his family, Pete accepted without hesitation. With Lisa's guidance, he swiftly rose through the ranks within the syndicate, earning the boss's trust within 6 months. One day, the boss received a large shipment and ordered Pete and his nephew, Kurila, to escort it to a secret base for handover. Lisa, having intercepted the information, decided to close in immediately and arrest the boss. Unexpectedly, Kurila, eager to prove himself, stopped the car midway. He found a buyer and attempted to sell the goods directly. However, this buyer appeared extremely nervous and visibly uneasy. Pete instantly recognized him as a cop. Seizing the moment when Kurila stepped away to take a call, Pete blurted out the man's identity and swiftly overturned the table, feigning a fight to make him leave quickly. Unexpectedly, the cop was too dumb to grasp Pete's intent. He actually pulled out his badge to identify himself, only to be ambushed and killed from behind by Kurila. Outside, Lisa heard the gunshot and realized the operation had failed. She had no choice but to retreat with her men, but Pete was in deep trouble. To evade police pursuit, the gang boss threatened Pete's family, pinned all the charges on him, and ordered him to sell drugs in prison to cover the losses. Pete felt like crying. After finally escaping prison, he was now being sent back by the crime boss. He sought out Lisa, only to find her superior had followed. The superior blamed Pete entirely for the operation's failure and threatened him. If he wanted his freedom back, he must follow the crime boss's orders to sell goods in prison and continue gathering evidence for the CIA to arrest the crime boss.